oh man, do I have a video for you guys. So you clicked on a thumbnail and you guys all know how I feel about Japanese Pokemon cards and how I think that they're simply the best out of all the Asian languages, out of English, of course, my native language. But it feels like Japanese Pokemon cards have been brushed underneath the rug, almost all of Scarlet and Violet, minus the earlier sets because of the waifu craze. But I think that has completely calmed down and retraced since then. So in today's video, we're going to look at some products that I think you guys should definitely look to invest in. So with that all being said, let's get into today's video. So I drew inspiration from a recent Pokemon live stream. I know you guys all, for the most part, all know the Pokemon YouTuber Nostalgianomics, and when he was asked about Japanese Pokemon cards, he simply said that he doesn't collect trash or he doesn't invest in trash, something along those lines. And I just was like, I need to make a video to show you guys what some of these Japanese sealed products can do. I understand that Japanese products right now are just being printed to demand and printed to hell, and Pokemon Japan can just print whatever they want. I mean, we've seen what they've done with Lost Abyss and Paradigm Trigger, but I think that we shouldn't be afraid to invest in some of these sets just because they had a giant print run. We all know how investing works. You buy low and you sell high. Most of these booster boxes are pretty low on today's list, and in 5-10 years, if you're able to hold off and not rip these booster boxes, you're going to be sitting at a pretty penny. And I got some examples in today's video that is going to prove my point. All right, so we are in good old-fashioned TCG Player. I know a lot of you guys have been saying, Henry, why are you using TCG Player for Japanese cards, for Japanese market? I understand it's new. We do have to use this source for right now. I understand there's price charting, there's other sources that we can use, but we're just going to use TCG Player. We have to start using TCG Player, but I can still get across my point. So first pick for today's video, and I do own all of these booster boxes minus one box. Our first pick is a Shiny Star V booster box. We are most recent sale, 95 bucks. So a lot of these sets right now, if you just simply can't afford them in English like most of us can, and I hate to do this, I hate to try to like correlate the Japanese market with the English market, because I hate doing that. I understand that there's just Japanese collectors out there that just don't even want to hear about the English market. So I'm one of them. This is me. I'm one of them. But a lot of these booster boxes in English are just, they're insane. Like, we all know that none of us are opening up any of the tag team sets in the Sun and Moon era. That's just gone. These booster boxes are like, what, $2,000-$3,000? They're just gone. So we have to make a do for what we have. And if you're Japanese, you are in luck, because a lot of these booster boxes are around the $100, $150 mark. And I do understand that that is a lot of money to a lot of people, but at least we have a chance. We have a chance to pick up some of these boxes. And I'm stoked. I'm stoked that a lot of these are still available. This is why I'm going to be investing heavily into Japanese in the year 2025. I mean, I'm still investing now when I find deals, of course. So Shiny Star V, amazing set. I personally have one right back there. It is Vmax Climax back there as well. I'm also coming to you guys as a booster box collector. I do love the art on all of these booster boxes. I think that the Japanese art on these booster boxes are just so much better than in English. That's a personal opinion of mine. And I did find out that there's other cool Asian languages that have their own different booster box art, which is absolutely amazing. And for you guys that just like good Pokemon art, I highly recommend that you guys take a look at some of these other languages. And I will make a video of all that stuff pretty soon. I do want to dive more into Thai cards, because the booster box artwork is just top tier, super amazing. So when we look at the card list, this one has some very cool baby shinies. I don't know if this was, I know it was an early sets of the baby shinies, but very cool. And I'm dying to get my hands on this booster box. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys would like for me to do an opening of this set. I don't mind spending $100 for research purposes, you know what I mean? But yeah, the top hits aren't really top hits. They're not really crazy, but again, on this channel, it's not what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for the fun, for the collecting, and of course, the investing. This is an investing video, but the Charizard VMAX isn't on the set. The Charizard V, the shiny. So this is a big Charizard heavy set, and I wonder what the pull rates were in this set. Let me know if you opened this and how you did with your pulls. It is a very interesting set. I really like the Dragapult VMAX. I believe that that was a promo in one of the collection boxes. I do have that collection box back there as well. And of course we got the black and gold full art cards. I think that those cards are so undervalued. They look amazing in person. The Eternatus and Zacian just look amazing, just art wise. Let me know how you guys feel about those gold cards. I really hope that they bring them back at some point. I'm not too much of a fan of the rainbow terrestrial stuff. I think it's just too much, but the black and gold cards, man, they kind of remind me of like old 90s Dragon Ball Z cards. But amazing set, and it's pretty much Charizard or bust is what it's looking like. Like I said, I'm gonna open a box for science purposes. Next, I wanted to throw let's just get the most ultra modern sets out of the way, and that's Shiny Charizard EX, 43 bucks. We all know what this has done. This set was crazy. I remember when this thing was selling for over 100 bucks when it was first announced. Let's see if they even have the chart. Okay, most recent sale 43. I don't even need to see the chart for this one because I know how much I've been spending. I have tons of videos. I'm gonna link one or some of the videos that I've opened here on this channel. I feel like the Bubble Mew is just on the tip of my fingers. I can still pull it. Maybe I'll just grab 2 more boxes during this holiday season to try to chase either the Charizard or Mew one more time. But I love this set. This one has to be, as far as like a Japanese sets, I think that it's probably my second favorite set of all Scarlet and Violet era. It's so fun. There's so many baby shinies and they look amazing. So I think right now, I mean, I've said this multiple times in previous videos as well. I think that this set is so investable. It's at the low. It's been printed to hell. And if you guys can just hold this product for some time, this one is just going to be one of those sets where rippers, 10 years from now are just gonna be like, wow, I'm gonna just open some shiny Charizard EX, pull some of these cool babies and baby Pokemon, and chase the Charizard, chase the Mew. It's just really a no-brainer for me. Let me know what you guys think. I could be completely wrong. It could, just because it's so overprinted that it just doesn't become that investable or that desired. But I'm here to disagree. Next is of course the big dog, the major stonker on today's list. Pretty much $400 box. Most recent sale $380. When I would go to it's been a while since I gone to a card show, but the last time I saw this box, it was still pretty pricey. And I know it has increased in price, obviously, but with the rise of all the tag team cards, just Tag Team All-Stars, the booster box just does it for me. I'm a booster box art collector. I just like looking at seals. Some of the it's kind of like an alternative art that holds more potential alternate arts. But at $400, I think that this one still has room to grow just because of the popularity of the tag team cards in English. I can't even scroll on TikTok, 2-3 posts without seeing tag team cards being talked about or opened or being shilled or whatever. And I think that right now Japanese is just not popular, and we will see a rise back into the Japanese Pokemon market. You heard it here first. People are going to be priced out of the English market and they're going to look at cheaper options. I'm not saying that they're going to look at Korean, which again, I think is an amazing language with beautiful cards. I will be opening up some Korean cards again. I took a little break, but I love the cards. I think that they're special in their own way, and I got a big order for you guys coming this next week. But back to Tag Team All-Stars, amazing set. You know what's in here, just the big dogs. And yeah, I think it's still a buy at $400. Will we see a correction with this? I don't think so. I think some of these booster boxes, we might see a little consolidation period where it's just going sideways. But most of these booster boxes, they're going to the moon. And I'm going to pick up these next two boxes, these next two sets, sorry. One being the Tag Team GX All-Stars, and, drumroll please, Eevee Heroes booster box. I do not have one of these. I thought I did. I thought I got one earlier in my collection goals when it was at $200, $250, but I did not. I had some of these, I opened a lot of them in Korean as well. I should link the Korean opening right about here. And I do see these in Korean sitting at the $40 mark. So if you don't mind the Korean language, you want to chase some evolutions, there it is. And it's rough. It is absolutely rough. And I do wonder how hard it is going to be to pull some of those top evolutions. But okay, most recent sale, obviously not 70 bucks. But low sale record 370, high sale 409. Obviously this graph is super new. When this set started popping off really in English, like 250. I forget how many years ago that was. It seemed like it was yesterday, but then I just checked this chart. I was like, damn, this thing went up to 400 bucks. My co-host, my podcast buddy Eric, I know he just bought one not too long ago for the 350 mark. So it did see a quick price correction, and with stuff like this, like I almost don't even need to see the charts because of just people I talk to. When you have a lot of friends in a hobby that are buying sealed product left and right, you kind of talk about it and you kind of know what certain product should be sitting at, and this is one of those sets, man. I think that the booster box looks better in Japanese. I think that the evolutions look better in Japanese. Of course, the Moonbryon, to me, I need to own the Moonbryon in Japanese. I don't want to own it in any other language. English it's fine, it's whatever. All the other evolutions, fine, whatever. But the Moonbryon, I need to own that one in Japan. And for our next pick, we have Vmax Climax. This is another booster box set that I was not in. I do have one back there as well. I was gifted it by a subscriber, JTR. Shout out to you, man. Thank you again for gracing me with this booster box. I think it's in simplified Chinese or traditional Chinese, but still an amazing booster box. We see it right now, you know, selling for 100 bucks, 102 bucks, most recent sale on TCG Player. Don't come after me. But again, another one of these high class sets that I think we just need to add to our investing portfolio. I think if you're investing in Pokemon cards in general, it's safe to say that we should just spread out our bets. I mean, just diversify your portfolio, just like any other investing asset. And things are going to get a little tricky when it comes to other Asian languages like Chinese and Korean, of course. But there is going to be some collectors like myself that aren't going to mind these other languages and just want to own some good art. So I think that adding Vmax Climax is just a set that we should do. We should just add all of the specialty sets in Japanese, because Japanese Pokemon cards are just at such a lull. People are just absolutely sleeping on almost all of these booster boxes, besides maybe the Eevee Heroes. People are just sleeping on these sets. There's just so many good high class sets where it's just a no-brainer. I'm like, okay, there's only 10 packs in some of these high-class sets, and they have giant cards that people want, but there's booster boxes that are still sitting at, you know, a 2x. You know, the MSRP is what, $30 in Japan, or $25 in Japan after it gets shipped over to the United States, all that stuff. So it's sitting at it's $100 to maybe 3-ish X on the original MSRP. So these things are sitting, and it is a no better time to buy. And all of these sets on today's list, it's just an instant buy for me. It's just a no-brainer play if you just want to spread your chips on the roulette board. So do yourself a favor, don't click off this video, open a new tab, and buy some Vmax Climax. I only have one, so I'm not trying to shill anything. I'm not trying to pump my bags or anything. I know some of you guys were saying that I'm just trying to pump my bags and all that stuff. I don't have much. I mean, value-wise, sure, there's stuff back there, but it's not as much as what you guys think, or maybe it is. And when we go look into Vmax Climax, the set, I personally love these cards. This is the trainer galleries. And I really love this set because of the silver borders. Some of these cards with the orange, the yellow, it just doesn't look too great to me personally. but I do need to own some of these cards like with the silver border, like the Eevee, like the Houndoom, of course. But there's just so many. The Zekrom just looks so much better in Japanese, in my personal opinion. But oh, and the Dust Noir with the Morty. That's a staple. Of course, got the Blaziken VMAX as well. Pikachu V. It's a stack set. It's, in my personal opinion. The trainer gallery in itself just carries the set. And of course, we have the Umbreon VMAX and the Umbreon V. My personal opinion, I think those are better than the Moonbreon. You guys can go at me in the comment section down below. But I think this is a great set, and it does have some of my favorites of these the black and gold cards that I know most people hate and most people deem unvaluable. And next we have Vstar Universe. This is a set that I love opening so much. It's one of my favorite sets to open. I have some back there. My boy Eric got me a box for my birthday, so shout out to you, Eric, if you're watching. I will be ripping that very, very soon. It's just a great set. It just sucks that there's only 10 packs, but for all you English collectors, Crown Zenith, this is the same thing to an extent. It's selling for 80 bucks. I mean, I did find some deals on the line not too long ago, maybe 2 days ago, for around 60 bucks. So you're gonna pay anywhere between $60 to $80. Check your Facebook and offer up listings to see if some people are trying to liquidate some of these. And just an amazing set. Another beautiful booster box. Artwork. I was thinking of getting the artwork tattooed on my leg. It's just that beautiful. I love it so much. And just when I first got back into the Pokemon collecting hobby, and like I said, this was around the Crown Zenith era, and nobody was able to afford Japanese Pokemon cards at that time. And I was such a fan of and I was in awe of the people that just got to open all these Japanese Pokemon cards. I was like, wow, I hope maybe one day, the market corrects and I'm able to hop back in and experience some of these beautiful, Japanese Pokemon cards. I just think everything about it is just so much better. And the Booster Box artwork, like I said, it just does it for me. But this is an easy one to pick up right now. Like I said, you can get it for lower than this than it's advertised on TCG. But it's just an easy play to 2-3x in the next 5 years. This is sitting there. And I did want to add a Sword and Shield play on today's list. Again, huge fan of the Booster Box artwork. Way better than the Lost Origin Booster Box. I am going to have like a little Giratina shrine back there. I'm going to try to create like little shrines for Lugia, Giratina, top dogs, Charizard, of course. But this is one of the sets where Pokemon just reprinted out of nowhere. Same thing with Paradigm or Paradigm Trigger, Paradigm Trigger. With the Lugia set, Silver Tempest in English. But this is just goes to show that Pokemon Japan can just print whatever the hell they want. And this was one of the things that they chose to reprint, and I am stoked that it's still available. It's still out there. People still sleep on the set. We gotta remember what the top chase card is. It's Giratina, of course. And at a most recent sale of 70 bucks, I mean, it's a no-brainer to me. Again, these are all no-brainers. That's why they're on today's list. With Giratina just being such a staple for the Sword and Shield era, raising, such a high price, especially in English as well. The Japanese counterpart isn't anything to look over as well, but this had to be on today's list. This had to be the last banger on today's list. And on a side note, I am such a fan, again, of all the booster box artwork. These arts are just gonna age so well. I'm so happy that I have most of these and I'm just able to, to grab them and just look at them, because they're gonna make me feel very nostalgic, and I'm gonna remember the Sword and Shield era because of Pokemon like Giratina and artwork like this. It's just very special to me personally. So as you can see, Japanese Pokemon cards have a major place in my heart, and I hope that I convinced some of you guys to maybe double check and look at some of these sets that you thought were maybe out of your budget, because there is some amazing deals to add to your portfolio and just some beautiful art to collect. So now I'm gonna turn it to you guys. Let me know how you guys feel about the Japanese Pokemon market. Is it something that you guys maybe considered opening and or buying and or investing in? Let me know that or anything in the comment section down below. Until tomorrow, I'll catch you guys with a fresh new video. Peace.